Hello Wargamers, VallumDominatio here. Sorry it took me this long to get a new video up, so I've been kind of busy lately, but I promise I'll get more this time. And I'm with Ben from Tabletop Gaming Center once again, and we're going to be doing something special for you guys today. We're doing a game of Kill Team. Yes. So, what we have here is we're going to do a mission called Assassination. Basically, one person is nominated as the defender who gets to make a character, which is the assassination target. And I've chosen to be the defender. Here is my assassination target right here, represented by the Eldar Warlock model. It uses the base stat line of the Warlock, but it only has a shuriken pistol and close combat weapon, so it doesn't get it can't cast psychic powers or anything, so there's no shenanigans, and it doesn't get ridiculous for being an assassination target. So, Ben, why don't you show us what you got for your kill team list?
Alright, I'm taking my Priory of Sion Black Templar army, and I'm taking a Crusader squad with 10 of the regular initiates and 2 neophytes. Actually, I think I goofed that up. I'm taking 10 Space Marines and 2 Scouts, and whatever those are for Black Templars. In the squad, Sergeant with power weapon and bolt pistol, and a flamer and missile launcher. For the special rules, I gave the Sergeant Feel No Pain, I gave the missile launcher Relentless, and the flamer Fleshbane.
Oh, and just for you folks out there, in Kill Team, each Kill Team is allowed 3 universal special rules to assign to one guy per special rule, and you can't have the same universal special rule in the same Kill Team.
Yeah.
Just for a point of reference for you guys out there. Alright, and for my defense list, I have a 10-strong squad of Dire Avengers, all with Avenger Shuriken catapults. The Exarch has a twin-linked Shuriken catapult, with Battle Fortune giving them a 4+ armor save, or invulnerable save, I apologize. And I have a 5-strong squad of Rangers with Eldar long rifles, or not a lie talk Pathfinders for you, those of you who know what I'm talking about. For my universal special rules, I have given the Exarch Feel No Pain. I have given this Eldar Ranger Shrouded, so that means he has Stealth and Shrouded, so he has a 3+ cover save now. And that Eldar Ranger out there has Relentless, allowing him to move and shoot in the same turn because a sniper rifle is a heavy weapon. So, that is our lists. We already set up our map. I will get back to you guys when we finish deploying. Alright, so this is my final deployment for my Eldar kill team. As you can see, the assassination target's dead center in the board, surrounded by my my Dire Avengers with the Exarch right next to the target, and surrounding him is my 5 Rangers. Just for clarification, that Ranger right there is the one with Shrouded, and that one is the one with Relentless. And as you know, the Exarch has Feel No Pain. So, according to the rules, Ben has to set up his kill team anywhere beyond 24 inches of the assassination target. He does not specify what board edge he has to come in, so he can set up anywhere as long as it's beyond 24 inches. So it looks like it's a pretty enclosed area, so he has to be careful about where he chooses to deploy. So we'll find out what he chooses. Okay, so Ben has finished deploying his Space Marine forces. As you can see, they're wildly spread out. The way I set up the objective was a little farther back than we were planning on, so he was forced to literally just deploy from like there all the way over there. It's like a sort of like that, sort of. So he's got his Sergeant over there with his missile launcher, 4 bolter guys, 2 guys coming up the middle right there, and we've got 3 guys in the flamer coming up on my right. So, we'll come back at the end of Space Marine Turn 1. By the top of Turn 1, it was just a whole lot of moving. As you can see, the Marines were hoofing it across the board. Well, most of them were. This guy especially, he just clambered over the side of the rock right there. Well, same goes for that guy behind the tree, I suppose.
Yep.
But, they were hoofing it. The Marine with the missile launcher tried to take a pot shot at this ranger, missed. That is all that happened. Well, it's turn 1, so I can't expect a whole lot to happen overnight, so... Okay, so...
It's getting closer.
Yeah, we'll go to the bottom of turn 1, see what happens. Okay, the bottom of Eldar turn 1 was quite successful, really. The Eldar Rangers targeted 3 Marines, only knocked down 2 of them. As you can see, one guy is down there, and the missile launcher is knocked down. The Exarch knocked down a 3rd, and why they're not removed from the table, we'll explain in a second. Actually, I'll explain right now, actually. But first, the objective has moved around the hill and is hiding behind the 2 Rangers. So, he doesn't want to die. I can't say I blame him, really.
He wants nothing to do with anything going on here, so...
He's an innocent bystander.
Uh-huh.
Okay, how damage works in Kill Team is, whenever a model loses its last wound, you lay him face down, you just lay him on the table, and then you roll on a chart. Basically, you roll a d6, add or subtract any modifiers, because it all depends. But Ben rolled for the 3 Marines I knocked down. This guy over here, he got a natural 6, which basically means he got a flesh wound. Despite a minor flesh wound, the model survives and fights on, albeit slightly shaken. The model's tree is having 1 wound remaining, and immediately leaves any Kill Team subunit he may be a part of, and goes to ground. Basically, he'll be able to get back. The missile launcher guy, he rolled a 5, so that means he is badly wounded. So it's basically like flesh wound, except his weapon skills initiative are reduced by 1. That doesn't matter because he's a missile launcher guy. And he too goes to ground. However, next time he falls over, when you roll again on the table, he would suffer a -1 penalty. I'm assuming it's cumulative the more times you score badly wounded, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then the last guy, he rolled a 1, sadly so. He took a sniper round in the head and just did not get up. So we're down 1 Marine, 2 more are just unconscious at this time. So it's still early though. You still have like a whole bunch of other guys that still can still get in there with the flamer as well.
It is. We did a whole lot of running turn 1, and now there's going to be a whole lot of shooting on turn 2.
All right, let's see what happens on the top of turn 2. Okay, so we're at the top of turn 2, I'm sorry. And shenanigans.
Yup. So my original plan was to run over these hills and gun down a bunch of Eldar, which went great. I put down Dire Avenger here, Ranger up on the hill, another Dire Avenger, knocked down the Exarch, but he made us feel no pain, so he's back up. And I'm like, 3 guys, that's great. And then Greg goes to roll his damage chart and rolls 3 6s. So they're all gone to ground, but are otherwise perfectly fine. So, Eldar trickery, shenanigans.
If it makes you feel any better, I'll probably roll very badly in my shooting phase.
You know what? It's 1 less ranger shot coming at me, so I'm happy. You've been getting a lot of rendings, and the AP2.
Don't forget, I still have Bladestorm.
I know.
Because Eldar shenanigans.
Very true.
Alright, so let's see what happens at the bottom of turn 2. Alright, bottom of Eldar turn 2. Things have been rather uneventful. I knocked over the Flamer Marine and a Scout. As you can see, the Marine, he rolled a 6 on the wound chart and he's gone to ground, but he's otherwise unharmed. The Scout, however, was incapacitated and removed from play. That was sadly the only damage I have inflicted, because everyone else made their armor saves, and, well, that's all I can report. But at least I didn't lose anybody at this time, although that's really bound to change. We'll find out at the top of Marine turn 3.
Alright, it is the end of Space Marine turn 3. A bunch more shooting from guys across the board. We put down the Ranger again, but his luck held out. He got another 6 for his survival roll. So he's, again, just going to stand up. He's gone to ground. We badly wounded this Dire Avenger here, so he's gone to ground and at a minus for his weapon skill and initiative. and then 2 more of his Dire Avenger brothers fell not to stand back up again, and were removed from the game. So that's what happened for Space Marine turn 3, and we'll check back in at the end of Eldar turn 3.
Okay, bottom of Eldar turn 3. Nothing happened aside from like one thing. Tried shooting a whole bunch of stuff. Didn't do a lot of power armor. Knocked down the Marine with the missile launcher again. He managed to get back up, but it takes another -1 to his penalty, another -1 penalty to the injury roll. So now he gets -2 on the chart. So he's down again. So at least I don't worry about another missile round going off. And that's pretty much it. So we'll find out what happens at the top of Space Marine turn 4.
Alright, end of the Space Marine turn. Quite a bit has happened, actually. The Sergeant and the Exarch had their first showdown, which resulted in the Sergeant knocking the Exarch down. He consolidated towards the assassination target to do his duty to the Emperor. And the Exarch, my Sergeant may not have noticed, the Exarch is fine and stood right back up, ignored the wound, and is now going to seek a little bit of revenge. The previously badly wounded Eldar Dire Avenger did not make his next stand-up roll, so he is out of the game, and the Eldar Ranger is, for the most part, shrugging off his wound. He's simply gone to ground and will be back up next turn. And that's it for the Space Marine turn. We'll come back after Eldar turn.
Okay, this is the bottom of Eldar turn 4. A lot has happened. A lot of good things, actually. This is where my Bladestorm finally came in handy after all this time. Okay, these two Dire Avengers knocked down the Flame Marine. He made his injury check, but is badly wounded, so he's gone to ground, but yeah, so on and so forth. Couple more. I know a guy died right there from sniper fire.
Mm-hmm.
Guy over there was badly wounded as well, so he's laying down the job. The Sergeant. Oh, the Sergeant. What can I say to start? He got knocked down, not by the Exarch, but by the assassination target with his shuriken pistol.
He's going to stand back up, but if he had died there, that would not have been an honorable death. That is not how you want to go out.
No.
I could take dying to the Exarch. That would be fine. I could go to sleep tonight. That'd be fine, but...
Nope. This is what we call hilarity.
Yeah. Not the non-psyker warlock that's hiding back in the trees. It's not how a sergeant of the Space Marine should go.
Nope. Oh well, and then a couple more Marines bitted over here by massed shuriken rifle fire. And this guy got back up because shenanigans. And the missile launcher guy survived to shoot another round, so Ben was saying he was going to try a long shot gambit with his relentless missile launcher and try to knock out...
Only because he's relentless, and I can move him 6 inches and try and get a shot. He'll get cover, but we gotta make a break for it, so...
Yeah.
We're running out of turns here, so...
That's true. We're actually on the top of turn 5, which is about to start with the Space Marines.
Alright, end of the Space Marines turn, and all the guys sleeping on the job stood back up and are back in the action. The big news for the turn is that the missile launcher fired, it hit, it wounded, and the Warlock failed his invulnerable save and was killed instantly. So the assassination target is down. That's 1 point for the Priory Sion. And we have one of our guys in our dust-off zone, but there are still 2 turns left for the Eldar to remedy that. Or they may choose to just continue inflicting horrendous casualties and go for the moral victory of there was only one survivor of the attempt. Someone to go tell the tale. So we will see if the Eldar can pull out the draw and how much damage they can do in 2 turns. Alright, end of the Eldar turn. Greg, take it away.
Alright, well, quite a bit happened. First of all, the missile launcher is dead after so many shots went into him. The sergeant was knocked down, but he got back up as if nothing happened. The flamer guy he was up and then he fell down again, and he's badly wounded once again, taking another -1 penalty on his injury roll. I had the one ranger move over here to get line of sight on the Marine in the dust-off zone, clicked off a shot, missed. The ranger over here with Shrouded tried to shoot at the Marine, didn't hit him, and well, I have one more turn to kill that Marine, so I can try and at least force a draw. If not, well, then at least I can take as many Marines as I can before I lose, because they're down to almost less than half their numbers. So
certainly, we're actually we are down to exactly half. Five Crusader tactical Marines and one of the scouts, so we're exactly at half.
All right, so let's see if I can trim that down even further.
All right, end of Space Marine turn 6. We've doled out the Emperor's Will. I sent 2 Battle Brothers up here, and they managed to put down the Eldar Ranger. Our Neophyte fired over and killed off one of the Rangers on the other hilltop. Our Sergeant hopped up, slayed the other one in combat, and consolidated back down towards the Exarch. And we still have our 1 Marine in the dust-off zone. So the Eldar still have 1 turn to dole out some hurt, and we will come back to you at the end of the game. Alright, end of the game. We had a couple more Space Marines put down. The Flamer guy is laid down again. This Space Marine up here is laid down. We didn't do their stand-up rolls because it's the end of the game. The Sergeant took a ton of fire from a bunch of guys, had to make 3 separate feel no pain rolls, and did not feel the pain. As far as points go, 1 point for the attackers for slaying the assassination target, and we denied a point to the defenders for having at least 1 character in the dust-off zone. So the game ends 1-0.
I lose!
That's alright. A very hard-fought battle, and had a good time. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to Greg's channel, and there will be more battle reports and videos to come.
Okie dokie. Alright, Wargamers, you have a good night. Any final words before we begin?
It's on.
It took us like an hour and a half to get it on, right?
No, we had dinner. We ate an entire meal in that time.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. Just say it. Well, just goes to show you that I almost skipped this.
I should have not said anything until the end of the game.
Wait. Can I also have a Ziploc bag?
Little one?
Yeah, the little one.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have. That would have been funnier.
Alright, do you have any words before we get started? It's on. Okay, the game's over.
What the hell, man?
Everything's dead. There was some moving, shooting, and assaulting that took place in that order.
And stuff
over
happened.
Several turns.
Stuff died.
Yeah, here's the board.
You do realize I'm recording this, right?
Oh, are you really?
Yes.
That's worth it.
Okay, just checking. Blooper reel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a family-friendly show, Greg.
It's on my channel. What do I care?
That is. It's not family-friendly. Turn your kids away. So, down of the models and the,
So much work.
Yes.
Just removing all those bodies.
Yes.
Now I know how a Gravekeeper feels.
It's tough. It's tough work, man.
Exactly. As you can see, he's pleased. He's quite pleased.
If